What's up, guys? It's Wraith. I'm back. So today we got more Warhammer 40K releases from JoyToy. This time we have two figures. The first one is going to be the Blood Angels Chaplain Lamartes of the Death Company. I'm definitely looking at picking him up, especially because I'm a huge Blood Angels fan. The second figure is going to be from the Dark Angels. It's going to be Chapter Master of the first company, the Deathwing company, and it's going to be Belial in his Terminator armor. I don't think I'm going to pick up him because I'm trying to limit the chapters that I'm collecting. But either way, we're going to go through each of the figures, take a look at the videos, the pictures, the prices, your best pricing options. All right, guys, let's go. All right, guys, I'm back. So if you're new to this, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look at the two YouTube videos put out by JoyToy officially on these two figures. We're going to look at those. We're going to look at also the pricing and the high definition pictures on each of the websites you can purchase them from, either from JoyToy or some of my affiliate links where I always order from, as well as Amazon. We'll take a look at your best pricing and shipping options. All right, so the first figure we're going to take a look at right now is going to be from the Blood Angels, the Death Company Chaplain Lamartes. So let's go, let's take a look. He looks really cool. This is going to be the first Chaplain that we get of the Blood Angels too. There's this Blood Crozius and his pistol. You know what I'm seeing on this, especially on the bits on the armor that goes across, we get some shading. Maybe not on the full armor. We get some shading. This looks really cool. I love these shots too. And he's got his jump pack. He's got his flight stand, which is okay. His Blood Crozius looks awesome. His Crozius weapon, his Blood Angel one. This is the other video by JoyToy. This we're going to get a 360 view really quick of the figure. Yeah, it looks cool. I'm definitely going to be picking him up. I have the Death Company figures from the first run, and I'm just worried that they're going to be really tiny compared to him. Oh wow, the skull looks awesome. His helm looks awesome. He's got the little flap wings on his jump pack. All right, guys, now we're going to jump over to some of the pictures as well as your pricing options for where you can pick up these figures. And I'll let you know where I'm going to pick them up and which figure I'm going to pick up if I'm going to get one or both of them. Spoiler alert, I'm only getting one. So looking at Lamartes, he looks awesome. Again, you can see there's not too much like dry brushing or any additional details on the armor. On his chest plate, as well as like the straps, the metal straps that's going across his armor, you can see some additional, I guess that's dry brushing or shading that's on there. On his armor, it's just a matte black. The skull on his shoulder looks really cool. The skull on his face mask looks awesome. That looks really cool. And there we go with his jump pack. Very cool. And his Blood Crozius, essentially it's a power mace, so it's going to emit that field of force power from itself, but it looks like an axe in a way, especially with how he's holding it in like it looks like a double-edged one, but it's really just a mace, so he's smashing with it. It's not, you know, an axe kind of smashes, but it also cuts, but this is just a smashing weapon, but it looks really cool. The only question I have about this figure, and then we go with his flight stand, which is okay. I feel like this just needs to get engineered better from JoyToy. Really cool. This I'm definitely picking up. My question that I had mentioned before was, I have the original Blood Angel Death Company figures, which were released with the original figures. So they're going to be the smaller scale. It's kind of the first buck that they came out with. I'm really interested to see how he's going to scale next to those figures, because I haven't seen any pictures out of that, but he looks great. Wow, really cool. And there's everything he comes with. His Blood Crozius, his, I guess it's a bolter pistol, right? He has his obligatory a bunch of hands that he comes with as well. And there he goes from a scale perspective. I've seen some pictures of him next to the Space Marine 2 figure of Titus, and he's very comparable scale wise. So he's going to be on the bigger side. So he looks awesome. So spoiler alert, I'm definitely going to be picking him up. I'm a huge Blood Angel fan. So let's go over to Cool Toys Club, which by the way, we're an affiliate. Check the link to the video if you're interested in picking up the figure from there. So he looks really cool. And again, price wise from Cool Toys Club, again, looking over at JoyToy, we're going to get a, I think this was $64.24 with free shipping. This is going to be $45.44, but with shipping, because they charge the shipping on Cool Toys Club, it's going to come out to about 65 bucks. So it's very comparable to JoyToy's official price. But he looks great. And again, it's the same pictures. And then we get over to our other affiliate, which I order also a lot from, is going to be LTK. They actually have the best price on him, $51.99. So, and I don't believe, I looked before, it's free shipping with this figure. So if that is correct, $51.99, 10 bucks for shipping from here. I mean, and LTK is crushing it on the price. Yeah, I mean, it's shit. What is that? 10 bucks? Yeah, it's more than 10 bucks. It's like 13, 14 bucks cheaper than anywhere else. So this looks awesome. I'm gonna be picking up my figures. Well, I'm only picking up Lamartes, so at least I don't have to kill my bank this time. So we're gonna be picking him up from LTK, I believe, and then jumping over to Amazon. With the coupon, you can pre-order them there. They're saying from Amazon that these are going to come out November 4th or 14th rather. Look at this, free delivery January 7th. I would assume that this is going to get updated once we get closer to when this is coming out. But again, the prices you can see here, and then jumping over to the price from LTK. LTK has the best price by far, $51.99. And again, it's free shipping from what I was looking at. So again, LTK is going to be the winner. And then looking at the miniature of him on the official Warhammer community site, this is the miniature. This came out last year, and this looks awesome. You can see obviously where this is like a complete one-to-one for what JoyToy is doing. This looks awesome. Again, the miniature has more shading obviously on it for how it's being pictured. We also have a little bit of blue highlighting on the armor at the end of the armor pieces or the edges. But yeah, I mean, going back to the JoyToy version, I think they did a great job. Again, if you're looking at the price, $64.24, and then the miniatures $45. Isn't that crazy? Oh my gosh. Even taking into account the more expensive, on Amazon it was like 73 bucks. So yeah, so this looks awesome. All right, so let's jump over to the next one. This is going to be Belial, Grand Master of the Deathwing, First Company in Terminator armor. It looks awesome. So let's jump in. Oh man, dude. Oh, I'm a sucker for the helmet. If he had a helmet on with his hood, I probably would be buying him right now. Very cool. We got that bone white color of the Deathwings. Wow, he's got his dual bolter. I know it says just a bolter, but that's a dual bolter then. Yes, a dual barrel bolter. And then his Sword of Silence, the power sword. Oh, he looks awesome, dude. And his Terminator gear. We'll get more of a 360 view here. Heavy on the lights there. You can see it's like a glossy green on his cloak. On the other side, it's more of a maroon. Yeah, he looks really cool. And he's in the Terminator armor. He's going to match up perfectly with those Terminators that came out early this year, or late last year, I believe. So he's looking cool. So $73.04 is going to be his price. All right, cool. It looks like he's coming with the removable knife, removable sword, and his twin barrel bolter. Look at that. And then he's got his sling on the on his bolter. I don't think we've seen a lot of bolters with the slings recently. And then he comes with an unhooded helmet, an unhooded head inside of his Terminator armor. I don't know. I don't get why he doesn't come with a Terminator mask, but it is what it is. Very cool. There's all of his stuff. You can see the... Oh, so he comes with... Okay, so he comes with a half of sword. So that the full... Oh, I see why. Because the end of this sword has like an arrowhead to it. So slipping this into, I guess, the sheath, they would have to make the sheath a little bit bigger, and it would kind of kill the entire look, I guess, of it from a symmetry standpoint. So you're getting a half of sword to stick in there for, I mean, it's an extra piece of plastic that they're giving you. Granted, I'm happy that, thank God, that it comes out of its scabbard. But he comes with a knife that's removable. There's his dual barrel bolter pistol, essentially. Or, geez, I mean, he doesn't have a stock or anything on that. But there's his hooded helm. Or actually, he just comes with, okay, so he doesn't come with two heads. It's just this head can have the hood on, or it can't have the hood on, right? And then there's the drop-down hood on the back. That's pretty cool. But he's looking awesome. So, unfortunately, this figure I'm not going to be picking up because I do not collect the, I don't collect the Dark Angels, and I have a couple of them only to go with the Lion. So, I have a couple of figures, but I'm going to stay the course. I'm not going to collect the Dark Angels, so I'm only going to get Lamartes on this one. But let's take a look at some of the prices. So, we get the official price from here. And this is, both of these figures are coming out in October, dude. That's like less than a month right now. We're September 5th I'm doing this. And they're saying that these are coming out in October. That's crazy. So 7304 officially from JoyToy. And then we jump over to CoolToysClub. 5279, again, $10 for shipping. One thing that's interesting is if you buy both of these, it's not $10 shipping per. So I think that this is only an additional $5 when I added him to the cart. So it's like $15 shipping for the two figures. So it's actually cheaper to buy from CoolToysClub than it is the official JoyToy website. So, and I've had great experiences with Cool Toys. So again, $52.79, and then we're going to jump over to this is from LTK, $59.99. So with $10 shipping, essentially, if you're buying this by itself, it's going to come to $62.79. Again, LTK is going to be cheaper. That Lamartes figure is really cheap. Wow, $51.99 compared to what JoyToy is having. I hope that's not a bug, because that is $10 cheaper. So this is the best price by far to pick him up. And then $52.79, $10 for shipping. Yeah, $59.99. It's very comparable. It's a couple bucks cheaper than CoolToysClub. Maybe with the shipping you're getting closer, but again, Lamartes being $10 cheaper is really, really cheap. And then jumping over to Amazon, we can see prices $82, $82. So again, it's more expensive. I don't know why this says September 15th. That's not right. And then when we jump over to his miniature, we can see essentially where they get all of their designs from and everything. And then you can see the extra, obviously, paint that's on here, but this looks really cool. And then again, look at the price, $44 for this. This isn't as bad as the Lamartes figure, but man, dude, you guys who buy and paint up these miniatures, wow. I mean, this is an unarticulated, non-painted, non-glued together miniature, and compared to, you get a fully articulated figure. Let's just take like the most expensive price, even if for Amazon, $82.99, double the price. You're getting more than double the figure here, so it's crazy. One day, my dream is we're going to see tabletop players with JoyToy figures. Kill Team is an easy one to do. So, all right, guys. So that's my assessment of the two figures that were announced for release this week by JoyToy officially. We got Lamartes, and we got the Blood Angel, captain of the first company of the Deathwing for the Dark Angels. I'm going to be picking up Lamartes. I'm going to be skipping Belial. So my wallet will be very happy for me. I'm gonna be picking them actually from LTK. So, all right, guys, we're gonna have the return of Toy Hammer After Dark this Sunday at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're watching this in the future, go check that one out, as well as check out my Emperor of Mankind custom JoyToy figure. It's an amazing review, amazing figure made by Wog Toys. All right, guys, I'm Wraith. I'm out. If you like this content, guys, please like and subscribe. All right, guys, later.